Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to break down two really powerful XPath methods. They look super simple on the surface, but trust me, they're absolutely critical for navigating those tricky, complex web pages.
Okay, let's just dive right in with the problem that I know every single automation engineer has faced. You've managed to locate an element. Great. But the one you actually need is somewhere after it. And of course, it has no unique name or ID to grab onto. So what do you do?
This, my friends, is where XPath axes come into play. You can think of them as special navigational commands that let you move all around a web page's structure, its document object model, or DOM, to find exactly what you're looking for, even when it's kind of hidden. Now, specifically, we're zooming in on two axes that help you look forward on a page. And they sound almost identical, right? Following and following sibling. But as you're about to see, they can produce wildly different results. So let's get right to it and put them in a head-to-head showdown. It's going to become really clear that it all comes down to one single crucial distinction. And this right here, this gets to the absolute heart of the matter, the parent element. Think about it like a family tree. The question is, are you searching for any relative that comes after your starting point, or are you only interested in its direct brothers and sisters? So, think of following as casting this huge, wide net. Once you give it a starting point, it's going to find every single matching element that shows up after it, no matter where it is in the entire HTML document. It doesn't care about the family tree at all. On the other hand, following sibling is, well, it's a precision instrument. It's like a laser pointer. It says, okay, I'll look forward from your starting point, but I will only look at elements that are direct siblings, the ones that live under the exact same parent. Now, talking about definitions is one thing, but seeing this in action, that makes the difference crystal clear. So let's run a quick test. We're going to start our search inside a drop-down menu on a web page. Our anchor point, our foothold, is the list option that has the value developer. We found it, no problem. All right, first up, let's use the following axis. We're telling XPath, from this developer option, find me every single option tag that comes after it. Anywhere, the whole page. What do you think we're going to get? Whoa, 233 matches. This just perfectly illustrates the true power and, well, the sheer scope of following. It didn't just find the options in the same drop-down menu, it scanned the entire rest of the page and found every single option tag and every other drop-down that appeared after our starting point. Okay, let's hit rewind. We're back at our developer option. This time, we're just swapping one little word. Instead of following, we're going to use following sibling. The request now is much, much more specific. And look at that. The result couldn't be more different. Instead of 233, we get just 4. That is a massive change from one tiny edit to our XPath. So why the huge drop? Well, it's because following sibling actually respected the family structure. It looked at our developer option and it saw it had only 4 other option siblings living under the same parent select tag. So it grabbed those 4 and completely ignored all the other dropdowns on the page. And this brings us to the most important part, knowing which tool to use and when. Honestly, it's the difference between finding exactly what you need in seconds and getting totally lost in hundreds of results. So here's a simple guide. Use following when you need that broad search, when the element you want could be anywhere after your starting point, maybe in a completely different section of the page. But you'll want to use following sibling when you need surgical precision, like selecting the very next item in a list or the next cell in a table row. It's all about broad versus precise. And this is exactly why these axes are such lifesavers. They're essential for those moments when you're dealing with elements that have no unique IDs, no names, nothing. They let you build reliable locators based on an element's position relative to others, which just makes your automation scripts that much more robust. So, mastering following and following sibling gives you this powerful forward vision on a web page. But of course, this immediately leads to the next logical question, doesn't it? What if the element you need comes before your starting point? Well, that's a topic for another explainer.